I have a question for you. What do you think? Which one of those three are the most important? Ask, tell, or listen? Ask, tell, or listen. Which one is the most important? I think if you have been in sales, you have heard that asking is the most important of all those three. Because when you ask a great question, a lot of times you'll get the right answer. So the second part is that you need to listen, because if you ask but you don't listen and you don't allow other person to explain what they have in their mind, of course you will not be able to connect with the person. And the last one is tell, because if they feel that they heard, they that you heard what they said, they will be able to listen now. So you'll be able to tell. Now this concept is quite easy, but how often do you use exactly the same model for yourself, with your communication with yourself? That is exactly the same way. We need to learn how to ask ourselves first, listen, and then tell. Because most of the time we tell ourselves what we need to do, what we should do, but our body doesn't want to do that. So that means a lot of times we need to ask ourselves, okay, how do you feel about this? Why you feel uncomfortable? What makes you feel that way? So we need to learn how we ask questions of ourselves. So that brings awareness. And when we listen what our body says, what our mind says, we able to understand ourselves much better. So that means we're able to tell ourselves what we're supposed to do to come out of it. Because when you tell yourself what you're supposed to do without really understanding yourself, it's quite hard to move forward. Now, when I think about asking, listening, and telling, then you need to understand that a lot of times people want to do something, but they do not know yet what to do, where to start. And I always say that we need to start anywhere. Like when you think about all the options where you could potentially do what you potentially do, where it's supposed to go, try to figure out one thing that potentially could lead into your destination and just start doing that and give you all heart. And I will love you to give you one analogy. Imagine that you are at the bottom of the mountain. And of course, if you are at the bottom of the mountain, when you look around, you not see a lot because everything is uphill. But now, if you climb to the hill, what you're able to see, you see horizons, you see a lot of things. That's exactly is when you start climbing a mountain, at climbing a new opportunity, starting a new opportunity. So that means when you climb that opportunity, and then okay, you have a much better view. You can say, okay, this is not my mountain, or you can say, oh yeah, that's exactly where I'm going. But okay, if you say that this is not where I'm going, I see that that mountain is where I will love to go. So now at least you know exactly, because you have much better view, you exactly go run down the hill and climb that other mountain until we reach another point where you'll be able to see horizons and say, okay, this is my mountain, this is where I'm gonna go, and I will persevere. So that means two main key points is that we need to learn to communicate ourselves better. So ask, listen, and tell. And when we able to understand who we are, and then more aware about who we are, we're able to choose direction of our lives better. But we need to be willing to take risks, go after one thing that potentially could lead where we want to go. And when we climb in a better position, we look around and ask ourselves, this is the place where I'd love to go or not. And then we climb back or climb even higher. So I hope that helps, because for me it really helped.